Capital News tonight. President Dr. John Magufuli launches a SADC Industrialization Week. Kigoma region continues to strengthen measures against Ebola. And in sports, Taifa Stars returns home after eliminating Kenya's Harambee Stars from the CHAN qualifiers. Good evening, this is Capital News at 9:30. My name is Vanessa Victor. Let's start off with the national news. President Dr. John Pombe Magufuli has said member states of the Southern Africa Development Community SADC have continued to be poor due to lack of industries, and that now was the time for the countries to ensure they build industries. President Magufuli made the statement in Dar es Salaam when opening the 4th SADC Industrialization Week at the Julius Nyerere International Convention Center.
There has been big losses in foreign currency because a big chunk of it has been used to procure products from outside the country rather than to invest in development of projects which will eradicate poverty. The lack of industries forces Africa to have an economy which is dependent, forcing Africa to remain in the vicious circle of poverty. This is the cost of not having industries. Industrial revolution is a must way to follow to real economic freedom. I would like to take this opportunity to commend all SADC member states for steps they have begun to take to grow the industrial sector through SADC industrialization strategy. The development of the industrial sector is dependent on many factors, such as necessary infrastructure as well as reliable electricity. You cannot have industries and be competitive if you have no electricity. We do business in a world that is one, and we cannot limit ourselves by thinking that our products are just for Tanzania or SADC only. On Friday, August 9th, our visitors will have the opportunity to visit some of our industries, about 20 industries in total, 14 in mainland Tanzania and 6 in Zanzibar. This tour will give our visitors the opportunity to learn more about the efforts done by the 5th phase government in partnership with the private sector.
Dar es Salaam Special Police Zone has banned all motorcycles from entering the city center during the Southern African Development Community SADC Summit. Dar es Salaam Special Police Zone Commander SACP Lazaro Mambusasa said the ban comes into effect on the 6th of August.
Aidha, katika kuendeleza usalama huo, jeshi la polisi kanda maalum
the Police Force Special Zone has banned all motorcyclists, commonly known as boda, from entering the city center during the entire SADC meeting duration. You've been witnesses of how difficult it is for them to obey instructions given. They even dare to follow an official motorcade. We will not allow this. We ask them to operate at the outskirts and stay away from Kariakoo, Ilala and Oyster Bay areas.
And the Prime Minister's Office Disaster Department, in collaboration with the Ministry of Health, Community Development, Gender, the Elderly and Children, is continuing to implement control measures against Ebola by strengthening emergency centers along border areas. Kigoma region faces a big threat of Ebola due to nationals from neighboring countries entering the region illegally along the border.
If our people, particularly health personnel, are instructed what to do in case there is an outbreak, then they will know what to do so as to prevent more people from getting infected. In Kigoma, There is business interaction as well as those who come to visit. It is our responsibility to report of any visitors who have come from DRC or if you've been to DRC yourself.
Na eneo kubwa hili
This shows there is a big chance of an infected person to cross over.
And a group of 124 tourists from South Africa have arrived in the country to climb Mount Kilimanjaro as well as raise funds to support the girl child from poor families. The leader of the group of tourists, Sibusiso Vilane, said that they will partner with different stakeholders to raise the funds which will be used to support the education and essential needs of more than 1 million girls from poor families.
Every mountain is different. Kilimanjaro is unique on it, so you can't compare it with other mountains. It is beautiful, it is tough, it can never be underestimated.
I would like to say that the tourists have decided that following their trek up Mount Kilimanjaro, they will donate funds to empower girls in various ways. They expect that via their donations, more than 1 million girls will be able to continue with their studies. They also aim to buy sanitary towels, which they will then present to the school-going girls.
And the Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs and East Africa and Cooperation, Dr. Damas Ndumbaro, has assured ambassadors of 5 member countries of the Southern African Development Community that Tanzania will continue to improve the cooperation founded by the father of the nation, Mwalimu Julius Kambarage Nyerere, by opening economic opportunities which will benefit the countries. He gave the assurance at a lunch held at New Zahir restaurant situated along Mosque Jamhuri and Kisutu Junction in Dar es Salaam, which in the past has been used by liberation leaders such as Nelson Mandela, Mwalimu Julius Nyerere and Samora Machel.
Inatufundisha mengi. Inatufundisha kwamba sisi ni ndugu.
This has shown us that we are one and have worked together for a very long time. Hence, the need to remember where we came from. By coming back to this place, it is a clear indication that we started from here. We must remember what our elders did and maintain our unity and work together to grow our economies.
We have to learn from them the unity. Those are our leaders. They was really united. That's why they made what they did. They liberated the different country because they was united. They was making all plan together, especially Nyerere. He got a vision to free furthermore country. As he was speaking that me, Tanzania can be free, but the other country who are surrounding me, they are not free. Means is not good, but we are very deserved to speak goodness for President Nyerere for what he did. He helped us, for us Angola.
Members of Tanzania Association of Lorry Owners, TABOA, today walked out of a meeting organized to discuss draft regulations on transportation licenses for cargo vehicles, claiming that they have not been given sufficient time to go through them. The director of the Department of Transport from the Ministry of Works, Transport and Communication, Aaron Kisaka, said that the ministry and the regulatory authority of the sector have the mandate to ensure regulations are put in place and that the meeting was organized to get the stakeholders' views.
We received a letter informing us to go and give our opinion. We've asked for the meeting to be postponed and for us to be given 14 days so that we can carry out an analysis. In case they bring us new policies, then transport owners, drivers and conductors will be able to digest, but they declined. This meeting is very important to transport owners inside and outside the country, but there was confusion on the invitation, which came late. We were presented with a 100-page document in English. Remember that transport stakeholders come from different walks of life.
Tuko flexible, ni kwamba ni kweli wameomba kwamba tuongezee siku, kwamba muda waliokuwa wameupewa haukuwatosha kuwasiliana na wadau wenzao katika maeneo mbalimbali ili kupata maoni ya pamoja.
And livestock keepers from different regions in the country are participating in the climax of the National Livestock Competition in Dodoma region, with the government announcing its plan to ensure livestock keepers and their livestock
I would like to note that livestock farmers are still afraid to put their money in an insurance scheme. But it is really quite easy to do. All that is needed is for livestock farmers to select a few of the cows or goats which they have reared and then use them as their insurance. We have also reminded insurance companies that it is vital for them to provide even more education to livestock farmers about exactly what insurance is. I would like to highlight the fact that livestock and the livestock sector in general contribute greatly to the economic growth of the country. Thus, it is very important that livestock farmers can be assured of the safety and security of their livestock.
And journalist Erica Banderas appeared in Kisutu Resident Magistrate Court in Dar es Salaam to face 3 charges, which include money laundering and tax evasion of more than 173 million shillings. Chief State Advocates Paul Kadushi, Faraj Chimbi, and State Advocate Wankio Simon said the accused Kabandera is also being charged for leading a gang of criminals. The accused was denied the right to respond to the charges and has been returned to police custody. That's all for national news. International news is next. And in international news, 2 mass shootings that killed 29 people in less than 24 hours in the United States has prompted debate over whether President Donald Trump's rhetoric was partly to blame for the surging gun violence. Here is more.
The assault occurred on Saturday morning in the border city of El Paso in Texas, where a gunman killed 20 people at a Walmart store before surrendering to the police. Texas Governor Greg Abbott said the gun assault appeared to be a hate crime, and police cited a manifesto they'd attributed to the suspect, 21-year-old Patrick Crucius, as evidence that the bloodshed was racially motivated. A 4-page statement posted on an online message board and believed to have been written by the suspect called the Walmart attack a response to the Hispanic invasion of Texas.
Zimbabwe has increased the price of petrol and diesel by up to 26% after the finance minister raised import tax on fuel last week, adding more pressure on citizens grappling with triple-digit inflation.
Prices of basic goods and services have more than doubled since June, when the government renamed the RTGS currency as the Zimbabwe dollar, which has been sliding in value amid widespread shortages, including power, fuel and US dollar. That has stirred memories among an increasingly impoverished population of economic chaos a decade ago, when rampant money printing led to hyperinflation and forced the country to abandon its currency.
We leave off with international news there, but business news follows after this break.
Watch Business Edition as we talk to business leaders and experts in sectors that are transforming Tanzania's economy.
To be rich, I have to be a business person.
It's not an easy road at all.
People need to understand. You must quickly think, how cost effective are you going to be?
Business acts as a way in which it can bridge that gap.
Business Edition will keep you informed on latest developments in the financial sector, extractive industry, tourism, agriculture, energy, construction, and so much more. Meet entrepreneurs who are creating employment opportunities. Watch Business Edition on Friday at 8:15 p.m.
Welcome back, and in business news. Price inflation in Zanzibar declined from 2.7 to 2.4% in July of this year. The inflation decrease has been attributed to by a drop in food prices.
The inflation rate for non-alcoholic beverages has dropped to 1.8% in July 2019 from 2.4% in June this year. Inflation is an indicator. If inflation rates rise significantly, then it discourages investment, as the prices of goods is not stable, plus the cost of production increases.
And Azania Bank has awarded 3 winners of the Mshandoto promotion, which aims to build a savings culture and improve the lives of Tanzanians.
We are alerting the people who are not our clients to come and join us in cultivating the habit of having savings for the future. We decided to run this promotional campaign as schools are about to open, plus the parents that will win will get double the amount that is in their account as savings, which will help them with various school needs, including tuition fees.
The Deputy Minister in the Prime Minister's office responsible for labour, youth and employment, Anthony Mavunde, has urged youth to form groups so as to enable them to get land from the government and grow crops that can be bought by agro-processing industries.
Walishukuru kwa kuona kwamba sisi serikali.
They thanked us after seeing that we, the government, found the need to reduce their costs when searching for raw materials in distant areas. Thus, we found an area through the process set up by the government by setting aside special areas. Through this, the investor showed his willingness to purchase the mango harvests from this area. They need various harvests such as mangoes, oranges, pineapples, and also tomatoes.
Hizi ni bolibo, wanasema kwa sasa hivi angalau wanahitaji tani 4,000.
And that is all for business news. Sports is next.
Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment and going away. Gay trying to go with him, and he's going being dragged through to second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Away first time, good start from Bolt. Bolt leading a moment and going away. Gay trying to go with him, and he's going being dragged through to second place, but he's going to win it by 2 meters. Opposition, Joaquinho, he did lose to Lim.
Tanzanian national football team Taifa Stars has arrived from Kenya after eliminating Harambee Stars from the CHAN qualifiers.
First of all, I thank God for reaching home safely. Secondly, I thank God for winning yesterday's game and head to the second stage of the competition. We thank every Tanzanian who came to the stadium yesterday to support us. Some of them were in Kenya, others traveled from home and spent their time supporting us. We left others at home, but they were praying for us while also trusting that we can do something, and we thank them a lot.
And the Minister for Information, Culture, Arts and Sports, Dr. Harrison Mwakembe, has urged football club investors to remain with 49% of shares, with Simba Sports Club Board of Directors Chair pledging to continue the second phase of construction of a football stadium for the club.
Have regulations, and the first regulation which we had set, and I won't stammer in saying this, I thank Mo for understanding. I'm also thankful that the Simba administration understood me, is that in any club that was started by members, investing is allowed, but it should not be more than 49%.
And Harry Maguire has become the most expensive defender in the world in world football after Manchester United confirmed his £80 million transfer from Leicester.
Year contract with an option for further 12 months at Old Trafford after passing a medical. I'm delighted to have signed for this great club, he said. His fee eclipses the £75 million Liverpool paid for Virgil van Dijk in 2018 and gives Leicester a considerable profit on the £17 million deal that brought Maguire from Hull City 2 years ago. Manchester City were also interested in a 26-year-old centre-half, but as Pep Guardiola explained after the Community Shield victory on Sunday, the Premier League champions refused to meet Leicester's evaluation of a player capped 20 times by England.
Manchester City are set to sign the fullback Joao Cancelo from Juventus for a fee of £27.5 million, with Danilo going in the opposite direction.
Pep Guardiola is a big admirer of the 25-year-old Portugal international, and City have been working on a deal for several weeks now, with the two clubs finally reaching an agreement over the weekend. The deal is set to be announced in the next 48 hours. Joao Cancelo joined Juventus from Valencia last summer and played 25 Serie A games as the club won the Scudetto in 2018-2019. He will sign a 5-year deal at City. The fullback will be City's second major summer signing after the arrival of Rodri from Atletico Madrid for £62.6 million. They've also recruited Angelino from PSV Eindhoven for £5.3 million. City bet Liverpool on penalties on Sunday to win the Community Shield.
Given former West Ham goalkeeper Adrian the opportunity to replace Simon Mignolet as understudy to Alisson. Here's more.
The Spanish keeper was a free agent after being released by West Ham at the end of the last season and had been considering a return to his homeland with Real Valladolid. Well, Liverpool moved swiftly to replace the Belgium-bound Mignolet and have signed the 32-year-old to provide experienced backup to the established Brazil international. Jurgen Klopp had been reluctant to lose Mignolet this summer despite the Belgium international's determination to move in search of regular first-team football after losing his place to Loris Karius and then Alisson.
And that sports item ends our news bulletin. On behalf of everyone who created this bulletin for you, my name is Vanessa Victor. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.